Namaste, everybody. Hi, everyone. This is Phoenix here. I kind of just woke up, and so I have a message for someone who's feeling, I don't know. Okay, so first of all, hello, namaste, relax, okay? Calm down, ground yourself, okay? That's the first thing, okay? You could be finding feathers. Like, every day you go outside, you may be finding feathers, okay? Every day I go outside, I find a different feather, okay? I'm going somewhere, spirit going somewhere with this, okay? I usually put my feathers in this drawer or over there on my other altar. I have a couple of altars in my apartment, and so I have a few altars. And then I seen another one. It was a black feather walking to the store, but I didn't. When I came back, I didn't grab it because I was just I don't know. When I first looked at it, it didn't look like the normal feathers. It looked a little shabby, and so my first impression was like not to get it, and then I was like, I'll get it on my way back. But because I didn't pick it up, I didn't think much of it, I walked right past it and didn't even see it. That's the message right there. I don't know what that is, but it's like you're overlooking something because it looks shabby. It doesn't look like what people say it's supposed to look like, okay? And this could be a blessing in your life. This could be the way that you are. Like, you may be overlooking yourself because you don't look like what spiritual look like, okay? A feather is still a feather, okay? You are an earth angel. Wow, spirit is so smart. A feather is still a feather, okay? Regardless if it's a roughy looking feather, if it's a scruffy looking feather, it's still a feather, okay? Because where it come from, it's not about what it looked like, it's about where it come from, right? And then I saw a movie yesterday with a phoenix feather. So you're definitely going through a transformation, okay? So you may look like you've been through the fire, okay? Spiritual healing ain't pretty. I'm gonna say this once and for all. And you can watch those self-help videos that tries to convince the subconscious that it is already healed, it is already whole, it is already healthy. You can do that all you want. That's just like with manifestation. But if you have a piece of you, anything, an inkling in you that doesn't believe it, it's not gonna work, okay? And so I don't know why spirit had me say that. So put that where it fits in your life, okay? But when I woke up, I had this sense of like, what is happening? It felt like you did all the things, the prayers, the belief, the cutting people out your life, the changing the way that you speak, okay, changing your belief systems. You're trying to eat healthy, but you eat what's available. You eat what you can afford. Spirit pinpointed me to the worthiness, okay? And it just was like, yes, you did all the things, right? But something within you, or you have a belief system saying that you need to heal something. You need to heal something in order to be worthy of something, or you need to be a type of way, not heal something, but you need to be a certain type of way in order to receive from the Most High. This could be a belief system, right? And even with like us on this healing journey, right? I don't know what this is. Like, us on this healing journey, like, we can believe, and I'm not trying to justify healing. Spirit, please give me the words again. I'm not trying to justify healing. I'm not trying to justify healing, But what Spirit is trying to get me to see or say is, we have a belief system that's stuck up in us that's like worthy, like we're not worthy. Oh, because we're not seeing our outside reality shift. We're not seeing our outside reality shift, okay? And so you believe that your blessings is going to come from the outside reality. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not how that worked, because I was seeing like two different things, and it was just like it's not gonna work, because you have this thing and you have that thing, right? You're in the split, you're in the shift. It's like either you go within and know that your blessings come from within, right? Or you go back out in this physical world and you go get it, okay? And the God of the Bible have you believing that you need to be out in this physical world getting, achieving. Only when you have something, that's when you are worthy. But internally, you are already worthy, okay? So it's like you're in this cosmic split, okay? You're in the split from this earth and this earth. Dimensional shift is what you are experiencing right now. That's this 888 Lionsgate portal, okay? Because I was just like, wait, it wasn't making sense. That's why I'm like, I'm not trying to get you to like contradict healing, because that was like, it was like a split. I couldn't understand it. Thank you, Spirit. And it says, okay, you got to release a judgment you have about a part of you. That's the split. Like, what judgment do you have about you? I also heard like a guilty pleasure. Like, what do you do? Because you are worthy, right? It doesn't matter what you do, right? It doesn't matter what habit you have, what you do in this outside reality. Unworthiness comes from this outside reality, right? Unworthiness makes you feel that when you do something in this outside reality, you're not, I don't know, like, give me a second to explain this energy, because Spirit is dropping bars on me, and it's all in feelings this time. Usually it'd be clairvoyant, or it'd be just annoying. This is like something that you need to feel. This is very emotional, because Spirit is dropping feelings on me. This is because usually I work with all of my clears, but this is just strictly feeling, okay? And so a guilty pleasure, right? That's only a word that's associated with the outside reality, right? And it's like some part of you, an emotion that needs to be expressed, okay? It can be guilt, it can be shame, guilt, shame. Give me the other emotion, Spirit. Guilt, shame, doubt, fear. It's an emotion that you need to express, that needs to be able to flow through you freely, okay? Because you are holding on to unworthiness, okay? Energy, whatever emotion you have not expressed yet, it needs to be expressed, okay? You're holding on to this emotion, okay? And this emotion it's presenting itself as unworthiness, okay? I'm looking around my cards because I'm trying to get some help, and this is how you could be, like, looking for help, okay? 911, Archangel Michael is definitely here. Okay, this is what else is said. You may have guilty pleasures. You may have that's blocking you, okay? Because what the most blocking you, okay, let me see. That's blocking you because what the most about to do is finna be, okay, something unworthy, okay? That's the issue, right? And it said the Most High is about, what the Most High is about to do is finna be epic in your life, okay? And you have to clear that, okay? Whatever emotional state this is, whatever emotion this is, it needs to be cleared before this blessing could come in. I know, I'm sorry, but it's for a reason. Let me read on. Okay, and it says it's epic and so bountiful in spirit, okay? And spirit wants you to maintain it, okay? Because if you have that energy in you that is of guilty pleasure, judging everything that you do, you're not able to experience the fullness of this blessing because you're going to be judging yourself about it, okay? And once those thoughts come in, that you don't deserve this, or I feel bad, I shouldn't be experiencing this, I shouldn't have this, I shouldn't have that, right? Then you're gonna lose it. And it says, you're gonna lose it, and you're not gonna be able to maintain it. And so that's why Spirit is asking you to release whatever energy this is. It's an emotional energy, okay, that needs to be released, okay? Keeping, yeah, okay. And it says, it's blocking you subconsciously, okay? Someone told you that whatever type of behavior you had was not good. It was bad. It was shameful, even I'm hearing. Shameful, guilty. I don't know if I said that, but I heard shameful. And then it says, those who came against you in the spirit, those who came against you energetically that tried to block you from your divine assignment will be dealt with, okay? Will be dealt with. Spirit gave me a few little things, like, you know, Spirit gave me a few things, like, energetically, like, their energetic, like their spirit guides would not be there for them anymore, or their angels wouldn't offer a certain type of protection for them anymore. Their ancestors will temporarily go away from them. I don't know, like, it's just what came up. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doubting Spirit. The only reason I'm saying I don't know, because I want to make sure this message didn't get channeled from my ego, okay? Because I don't like people getting hurt. I don't like people not getting hurt, but I don't like things happening to people. I don't know. I cringe at the thought or the feeling or a sight of somebody hurting, of somebody feeling a type of way. And so when the message was coming in about that, I kept trying to like turn away from it. Like, I didn't want to see it. Like, I guess because, you know, my life growing up has been hard. I had a lot of hard things that happened to me. Hit by a car, shot in the head, my son passing away, being bullied in my own household, you know, things like that. And so my other oldest son getting into a really bad car accident, me feeling like I can feel when people get into a car accident, because my bones were broken. And so I can feel that when someone gets into a car accident, 1334, I can feel that boop, that pop, that crack. I can feel it. I can feel it all. And I don't like to think about stuff like that. And so, oh, I don't know. Okay, let me continue. So I don't know what energy this is. I'm being guided to these cards to see what energy, judgment, okay, whatever judgment you have about yourself. This could be a relationship that you're in. Angel Metatron is here. Definitely, we have the seed of life here. The flower of life, the seed of life. This is that, okay? Like, where you come from, okay? It doesn't matter. This could be a judgment you have about someone, okay? Like, they are who they are, regardless of what it looks like on the outside, okay? But they still belong to the Most High. Where they come from, they belong to the Most High. Now, okay, granted, everybody don't belong to the Most High, okay? Everybody don't come from that space. but majority of us do. Okay, I've never seen these different colors, these different DNA strands. I've never paid attention to that. I don't know if y'all can see them colors. And what the colors that are popping out to me is the green and the red. So this is a root chakra. Like, I don't know, this feels like you tried to belong and someone didn't accept you, because we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Okay, relationships, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good, right? And so you may be going through a stage to where you're trying to forgive someone and you need to release that energy from you. Okay, this is something that I don't want to say coming up for me, forgiveness, okay? But I definitely want to say, like, about 2 years ago, I had to, like, really forgive someone who, you know, who harmed me. And I had to, like, I started, like, putting my own self in their position. I started putting my own self in their shoes. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And so I started putting myself in their situation. Like, I would say, like, okay, what if I was them? And then I was just like, but Spirit, thank you, just told me, like, knowing the information that you now have, right? Because you know now that people are cursed with their own energetic issues, right? And now you know that, so now you know it's not the person's fault, right? Because you're not seeing the person, you're seeing the soul of the person, right? And so that's what this feels like, yeah, like, and even if this person tries to keeps trying to come back into your life, okay, and they still do the same thing over again, Spirit is telling you to 70 times 7, that forgiveness energy, 70 times 7. Keep forgiving. That Ascended Master Yeshua, keep forgiving. Okay, you can read that scripture. Okay, keep forgiving over and over again. Okay, because that lightens your heart chakra. Okay, because sometimes Spirit, maybe in the past life, this is something that you did. I don't want to sound toxic, okay, Spirit, because maybe this is something you experienced in the past life, okay? And maybe this keep happening over and over again. So it's time for you to see something, okay? I don't know what this is, but emotional desert. I said it's an energy. I have Archangel Phanuel here. Hope, optimism, new beginning. This could be optimism, the energy of optimism that you're not aligned with, or that you're trying to align with right now. Like faith that everything is going to work out according to the divine will. Just because you don't see something hasn't manifested outside, that don't mean it's not within you already waiting to come out, okay? That just came in heavy, okay? That doesn't mean that, okay? Inactivity, isolation, okay? That's what you could be feeling, like an emotional desert beneath the surface, hidden truth, something unknown. What I say, and then I split the deck right here, right? So it's just something you just don't know yet, right? You just think because it's not there. You may be feeling like, I don't know, something like you're not worthy or something. Man, Spirit, these like 2 separate messages I'm seeing, because remember the split. So this could be like outside and internal, external, outside. This becomes that thing to where you're worshiping 2 masters, okay? We have gratitude here and blame. So this could be that energy to where you're worshiping 2 masters, right? The scenario, okay? That analogy, we're going to use it as a framework, right? We're going to use that analogy as a frame, right? And so it's like either you're going to believe internally because you can't see it within you. Remember, we can't see what's inside of us. We can only connect with spirit, so spirit can show us what's inside of us. But this outside reality, we see it every day, right? That's why I was telling you, I think I put up a reading like, it's time for you to go within. I don't even know if I posted it. I probably did, I'm not sure. But I was like, it's time for you to go within. A lot of people don't like to hear that. But this is the reason why you need to go within, right? So that you can see what's internally shifting for you. You can't see it. You depend on this outside reality, and the outside reality, it's like it's like a mirror. It's only reflecting back to you what it's able to see on externally, right? You feel me? Like the outside reality only reflects to you what it's able to see, what's happening externally, right? And so what you see externally, what you see when you look in the mirror, you see your own self, right? You don't see anything else but your own self. You may see your background, right? But you don't see the goodness that is manifesting, or that has manifested within you yet, right? That's it. That's the thing. It's like how you feel about your life, how you feel. Like you have to go with that steady flow of feeling grateful about my life, who I am internally, right? This walking in faith, this walking and knowing that I am always right where I need to be. I experienced something crazy this morning. I had to go to wound care, and so I was still kind of asleep when I woke up, and then I put the address in. I just saw the VA clinic, and I just pressed it. Come to find out, I spent like $34 getting to this place, and it was the wrong VA clinic. It was the wrong VA clinic. And I was just like, what? Like, I was so upset. Like, but I wasn't upset. But I was just like, how did this happen? And what's so crazy, the night before I went to sleep, I saw somebody following me. I saw myself being followed in the VA clinic when I went to my doctor's appointment. I was being followed in there. I don't know what the heck that was about, but somebody was following me. And so when I got out of the lift, I looked up at I went inside, and I told her, the lift driver, said, this is not the space, because I've been 22. I've been here a million times. This is not the space. And he was like, okay, well, have a nice day. And I get out the car like, what the fuck just happened? And I go stand on the side, and I look up, and I see a big sign that says 1111. And then a white car came rolling up, and no one was in the driver's seat. And the man looked at me, he pulled his glasses down, and he, you know how you look at somebody through your glasses? That's how he looked at me. And you know, it's giving me that scenario, Jesus take the wheel scenario. And it's just like, I wasn't supposed to go there this morning, because I guess somebody was following me. I had some energy that was trying to, I don't know, follow me. I don't know, it's so weird. But man, spirit is always protecting you, and you are always protected, trust me. And so I already know, like, whatever I spend, I will always get back times 10. That has been showing up for me like that in my life. Like, when I spend something that's an inconvenient, spirit will give me 10 times that amount back. And I just be like, whoa, like, and so that's with that knowing that you're always worthy, okay? And then we have prosperity here, right? Success and abundance, right? And then we have thought vibrations, okay? And it's like resonant choices, signature signals, right? And that's what I was saying, like, what are you resonating with internally, right? Like, just because you don't see it in your outside reality, that does not mean it hasn't manifested or it's not here right now. Your inner earth, this new earth frequency, is not outside of you, it's in you, okay? It's within you, it's not outside of you. Is here within you. And once you understand that, you will flow much easier in this outside reality. And then we have doubt, okay? You're doubting something. And it said, I release the need to know all the answers, right? Because you don't know what's happening. Then we have beneath the surface, right? Because you don't know what's happening. Thank you, Spirit. I thought that when I first was going to do this video, I wasn't going to do it, because I said, I don't know, Spirit, like, maybe I'm just like, I don't know, understand where this energy was coming from. And so I sat on the patio. I tried to sit with this energy for a minute because I wanted to. And then I said, it felt too close to me. It felt personal, but I know it's not personal. And this is like me learning. And so Spirit had to show me, like, you pick up, because I'm an empath, I'm highly empathetic. And Spirit said, because you pick up on this type of energy, you personalize it, and then you get the answer for it. And I said, oh, because I do that with the versions of me. That's how I've healed a lot of those versions of me. I become its higher self, right? And so when I can differentiate someone else's energy, someone else's personality, when I began to do that for my own self, I began to, I'm able to utilize my gifts more. And so I was just like, oh, and then we have purpose here. It says, I know what I am here to do, right? And so it's just like, I was asking Spirit, I said, wait a minute, like, I just don't feel like man, right? I was like, when I woke up, because it just was like a light, and I was just like, wait, like, what is this, Spirit? I went to bed fine. Like, I went back to sleep, I was fine, even though, like, I already knew that Spirit protected me from something because it reminded me of my dream. So I already knew, but I personalized this. But oh, that's the love that Spirit has for you, to where it is, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this feels, Spirit loves you so much. Spirit, because the way that I personalize this, the way that I try to figure out this problem, the way that I try to help, that is the way that Spirit helps you. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, y'all. Because I really was like, who is this? Like, and then I took it into me. Oh my God. Like, I was like, I took it into me. And then I asked Spirit, I said, well, why do I feel like this about it? And then now, Spirit said, that's how we feel when you come to us, when you talk to us, when you send out your prayers. That's how we feel. Oh my God. Oh my God, because you don't know how, man, when I can't help someone, when I can't be there for someone, when I can't help my kids, when somebody called me and asked me for something and I can't help, oh my God, I hurt. I really hurt. And I go and try to figure out ways I can help them. And I take their stuff and make it about me. I had to stop watching TV, watching like certain shows and stuff like that. The world, because I would take it onto me and try to be like this activist, try to, do these type of programs like to help people. That's how Spirit feel about y'all. Oh my God. This is such a beautiful message. This message is so beautiful. You have no idea. Ooh, your eternal spirit, higher self, sacred intuition. Like, oh my God, this is the energy that's here. Oh my God, like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, you have no idea what the what just washed over me. The Spirit loves you so much, and it is doing all it can do to help you. But it's just like, if at first I couldn't understand this, I was like, Spirit, what is this? And I was trying really hard to understand the energy. I even walked through this house. Oh my God, my heart chakra. I even walked through this house. I washed the dishes that was in the sink. Like, I was just trying to understand what the message that was coming through. I kept like, and then it felt, and then it dispersed. And I said, oh, like, and then I said, okay, I was telling my, whoever this was that was reaching out, or whoever, I took it as it was an old version of me, a hurt version of me that was hurting and didn't understand. And so I took it in as my own child. Like, if my own child was coming to me and trying to get messages. And when I took it in as that, when I took it to spirit on behalf of me, a part of me, you are a part of me. And I took this message to spirit, and it just, the information just started flowing in. I'm sorry, y'all. But this is the message, okay? Spirit loves you so much, and understand, this new earth is in you. It's feeling, because all of this was feeling. I've never channeled like this before. This was all a feeling, an internal feeling. I always channel like clairvoyant, just knowing. I would hear it. I didn't hear any of this. It was just like all feeling, me trying to explain the feeling. Your earth, new earth, vibrational frequency, it's like the outside or the inside, okay? It's that internal shift, okay? It's within. What you don't see, everything is internal. And so it's like whatever versions of you that was built, made for this outside reality, you got to love it and bring it back into you. You got to forgive it. You got to release judgment, okay? You have to forgive. You got to release judgment. You got to release envy, okay? This is causing the adversity to surface in your mind space, to where you're feeling like things are not working out for you, okay? I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, period. Like, this is spirit talking. Spirit is saying, because what you perceive to be a challenge, that doesn't mean that it's a challenge. That means it is learning. You are learning something. And if I know anything, I am almost 50. I learned so much because of the hardships that I have experienced in my life. I'm going to tell you that. And so, man, I know a lot of things because of my adversities, but once I started going through this change, I will always look at it as, what is this telling me? What is the lesson here that I need to learn? So once I learned the lesson, I'm no longer in that space of repeating the cycle over again, okay? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 2 times, shame. You know, that energy. It's like, no, absolutely not. You will not come back in my life again. Anything to make me switch to something that I'm thinking I'm needing externally to satisfy me. Especially if it's not divinely guided. If the Most High didn't say, this is for you. I used to always say this, that I wasn't going to have another child. And I said, the Most High himself will have to, the Most High itself will have to come down and tap me on my shoulder and tell me you were pregnant. Because other than that, I was not trying to have another child. But then as I started getting older, and then that could have been spiritually, right? That could have been a spiritual sense to me birthing this newness within me, right? Me birthing this new way of being, this newness within me, right? That could have been that. And it's just like the Most High himself had literally had to come down and tell me that. I had an experience like that. And so it says envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And that goes back to this flower of life, seed of life. We all come from the things, right? We come from the Most High. We just branch off and go do different things. We get different egos, right? We get different personalities, we get different programmings, right? And that goes back to the feather that I saw this morning, the black feather. Then you could have been a black sheep, okay? Because that feather was tethered. And I said, oh, poor little feather. And I said, I'll be back later to come get you. But I forgot about it, okay? Because it didn't make a big impression on me. So Spirit is asking you, like, man, don't sleep on yourself, okay? Just because others slept on you, don't sleep on yourself. And don't underestimate what you are becoming, okay? And so I always tell you, if you need any help, reach out to me. My email is phoenix144cardinal@gmail.com, okay? Reach out to me, okay? Yes, I charge. I have to make a living too. You know, I use my energy. And so I do charge, but I don't, like, I charge according, I allow Spirit to give me your price range, right? I don't just have this one set charge. I do have on my Etsy shop, but if you reach out to me on my email, my Gmail, phoenix144cardinal@gmail.com, I allow Spirit to tell me what to charge you, because when Spirit tells me what to charge you, then Spirit knows that you're able to, man, what's that, pay the trolley. I don't know how to say that. Spirit just showed me, you know how, like, pay the ghost type of energy, like how the trolley takes the person across the way. That's crazy. But Spirit knows, okay? And so that's the message. I feel good when I can help others. You're here to help others, okay? Moving on, letting go. You're here to move on and let go. Freedom. You're here to be free this lifetime. Confusion, many choices, uncertainty, the past, the present. Let me tell you a trick to that. The past didn't really happen. Not only that, it's over with, right? The present, nothing is set in stone, right? The only thing that you have right now, and this is the eternal space of now, okay? You only have here right now. This is your eternal now. This is where creation is made. This is where luck is born. This is where happiness is. This is where gratitude lives. This is where the Alpha and the Omega lives, okay? Right here, right now. Right now. Me right here, right now, with you right now. Experiences. That's all it was, an experience. And when we hold on to things of the past, we don't allow that energy to move from us, because we're still stuck in the past. And I say that because we have blame. And it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Oh, I just got chills. And because you are in the space of this energy, you're not allowing the energy to move through you. Okay, so you're just holding on to it because you only remember the bad things of the past. You have to let that shit go, okay? And then we have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Don't think of your failures as failures. Think of them as adverse, like this energy of adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Think of your failures as that. It is something that I needed to learn. Okay, it wasn't a failure, it was a lesson. Okay, don't think of it that way. Failures. Reframe the way you speak. You can have a whole personality that came from failing. I smell some sweet perfume. You could have a whole personality that's designated for failing. You can have a whole personality for judgment. You can have a whole personality that envies, okay? You can have a whole personality that blames people. So check in with yourself with this energy. Blame, envy, failure, and judgment. You can have these personalities, okay? But they only work for the outside reality. They do not work for this inside reality, this new earth energy, okay? And so that was the message. Namaste. I love you all so much. You do have some prosperity and abundance coming in, okay? Don't ever doubt that, okay? Follow your bliss, follow your joy, okay? The Most High is working with you, your internal spirit. Let me tell you, when I channel things, I don't channel I channel for you, okay? And this is what your higher self wants you to know. This is what the Most High wants you to know, that it is listening to you. It is answering. It is doing its best to answer you, but you're not seeing it. Because you may be holding on to some energies, emotional energies that no longer serves you, okay? And so it's time for you to release that, okay? And if you have released it, you're on your way to releasing it. Good for you, okay? Joy, blessings, intuition, okay? Connections, partnership, contract, commitment. So that's with your higher self, okay? Ancestors are definitely here. Historic connections and purpose. You definitely have a connection with your ancestors, and they are helping you also, because you are here to do a thing. And I think that's why they brung up, like, if someone is coming against you in your outside reality, trust me, they will be dealt with, okay? And so I'm gonna leave this here. 4041. Namaste. 4044. And I love you all so much. Them numbers could be significant. Take care. Bye.